On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, it's about CSS properties related to lists. You can learn how to use and write the list style property and the counter function. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. Please make use of it. First, let's look at the list style property. The list style property is a CSS property used to specify the style of list markers, bullets, or numbers for HTML list elements such as UL and OL. This property allows you to control the overall style of the list, making it useful for customizing the appearance of lists. In this example, the following styles are applied. UL, hollow circle bullets are displayed inside. OL, numbered with uppercase Roman numerals and the numbers are displayed outside. Custom list class. The specified image is displayed as a bullet. Let's look at the details of the list style property. List style is a shorthand for the following three properties. List style type specifies the type of marker, bullet or number, for list items. List style position specifies whether the marker is placed inside, or outside the list item. List style image specifies an image to be used as the list marker. This code works as follows. List style type. Square sets the marker type to a square shape. List style position. Inside, the marker is displayed inside the list item. List style image. URL, path/to/image.png, uses an image as the marker. Now, let's look at the details of individual properties. List style type specifies the type of marker for the list. The styles available for use depend on the list type. The list style type can have the following values. None, number marker is displayed. Disk, default, a small black circle. Circle, a small empty circle, ring. Square, a small square. Decimal, a numbered list like 1, 2, 3. Lower alpha, lowercase alphabet like A, B, C. Upper alpha, uppercase alphabet like A, B, C. Lower Roman, lowercase Roman numerals like I, E, E. Upper Roman, uppercase Roman numerals like I, 2, 3. The list style position property specifies whether the marker, bullet, is placed outside or inside the list item. The list style position can have the following values. Outside, markers are placed outside the list item, and the item starts after the marker. This is the default value. Inside, markers are placed inside the list item and displayed as part of the text. The list style image property is set when using an image as the list marker. The image is specified using URL, and if the image cannot be loaded, the marker specified by list style type is displayed. The list style property is a shorthand property that can set list style type, list style position, and list style image all at once. The order is flexible, but it is usually written like in this example. In this case, a square bullet is displayed inside the list item, and an image is displayed as a marker. List style is a shorthand property that allows you to specify the list appearance, marker type, position, custom image, all at once. It is also possible to set list style type, list style position, list style image individually. You can flexibly customize the list markers according to the layout and design. Next, let's look into CSS counters. You can use CSS counters to automatically number list items or specific elements. You can create a counter and reset it with the counter reset property. You increment a counter with the counter increment property and display the counter value with the counter function. The counters function in CSS is very useful for managing custom counters, such as numbering list items or ordering paragraphs. This function can concatenate multiple counter values with a string and display it in CSS content. Here, we will explain in detail from the basic usage of the counters function to practical application examples. Both counter and counters functions are used to display counter values, but they have the following differences. Counter retrieves the value of a single counter. Counters concatenates multiple counter values with a specified separator and displays them. For example, if you want to use counters with nested list items, you can use the counters function to display them by concatenating the parent and child counters. The counters function is used with the following syntax. Counter name specifies the name of the counter to use. String specifies the string to be inserted between each counter, usually a separator like dot or. Next, let's look at an example using the counters function. In this example, the parent and child counters are concatenated for a two-level nested list. The list counter is being defined. The counters function is used to concatenate and display the parent list counter and the child list counter. Using the counters function, you can flexibly manage multi-level counters such as custom numbering or paragraph numbering. For example, it is useful when creating documents that include chapters and sections. In this code, counters for chapters, H1, sections, H2, and subsections, H3, are each reset, and the counters function is used to concatenate each level. The counters function is very useful when you want to customize and display multiple counters hierarchically. By using CSS counters, you can freely customize the numbering of lists and headings, giving web pages an advanced informational structure. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed the content of this channel, please consider subscribing.